Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today I'm taking you through my process of preparing my bullet journal for the new month, April. Last month was a really nice month for me and my bullet journal. I really enjoyed the pages that I created and I did a lot of journaling, which I have never done, I think, as much as I have done in March. And I really loved the way that I used my spreads. So this month I also wanted to utilize that and give myself a lot of space for journaling and still have the overview of being able to look at all of my events and everything that I need to do at the same time. Here I'm creating my title page and I was inspired by a spread that I saw on Pinterest, and I love getting inspiration from Pinterest, and I just changed it and made it my own. I leaned into this kind of brown, floral, beigeish, pinkish kind of theme, and I made this little header or this little title page, which is not very useful as to the little calendar that I added in, but the calendar that I'm making right now will be more useful. I had a hard time making this banner thing for the weekdays. I don't know, because I tried to write it with a white ballpoint pen, but it didn't really show up. So then I did it with a black, but like the dark side of this pen that I'm using as well right now. And it doesn't really look good, but it's fine. The theme of this month as well is for me and hopefully for you to learn that it does not have to be perfect. I don't have to make perfect spreads. Also, the 2 in this 2025 thing is very lopsided, but I don't care because it gives it character, it gives it a little bit of something special, you know? It looks intentionally lopsided. I also added this little Bible verse. It's about praying righteously, and I really loved this little. I love Bible pages, Bible paper, and I have this little Bible especially for my bullet journal because I can journal with it or I can make little cards with it. And I really love the texture of this paper because it's so thin and it's so flimsy and it looks, I just love it. I love how it looks. Next, I am making a tracker, and the way I made my monthly tracker this month is very different to the ones that I've made before, because I figured that this month, those little squares, they don't really serve the purpose for me as much as it could. I know there's so much more potential there, and so I'm trying to do this little graph thing where I'm just gonna check every time I do this thing. And also I've tried to implement a little morning routine, and that's the first little the first things that are written down on the top, which are my little morning routine, and I can just check it off when I do it, if I do it, and also at the same time have it in view. The only thing that I would do differently is change the side of the numbers that I wrote. I don't know why I put them on the right side of the page instead of the left. I would have made it on the left maybe. And also the thing that I don't really like is that I can't really read my things that I've written down, my habits that I want to follow as well as I would have. This month will be a big month for my husband and I, because we are in the last month of living in Switzerland and getting everything ready for moving and prepping to go to Cambodia in the beginning of May is just a lot. So I made a whole spread, a whole page where I can just put my thoughts in, where I can write them down and just have like a big running to-do list. Yeah, so we're getting into the weekly pages, the weekly spreads right now. I'm decorating them. I was always looking at Pinterest and getting a little bit of inspiration of how I could make the layout look the way I wanted to, and then I just changed it to the way that I can utilize it. And you will see right now I will put a lot of focus on having enough room to journal on my pages, on my daily pages, and then also make space for the events. This first page, I didn't really like the way I made the little events space, even though in the end I think it turned out pretty well. So this is my first draft. It was a fail, so I covered it up because I made a slot too little. I made 5 slots instead of 6, or 6 instead of 7. I don't know. Yeah, and then I was really struggling because this is a spread of only 6 days instead of 7, because the first is on a Tuesday. And I was really struggling with the layout of everything, but eventually I figured it out. This next week, oh yeah, and also what I'm not doing this time around, I don't know why, but I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just trying it out. Let's see if it works. I didn't put the dates, so like the numbers of the weekdays, on the actual like space where I'm journaling, because I feel like this, just the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, looks so much cleaner without a number. But on the left hand side, if you can see that, where I put space for my events, for my to-dos, for my big things, I did put the date exactly on, like, with this really light pen. And I think this will just give me an overview, but also not distract from the space where I can journal, where I can just see everything. And I feel like also the reason I wanted to do this month especially is because there's going to be so much change in my life. I'm moving to a totally different country. I'm moving to a different continent, and I want to commemorate that and see all the little things that I'm experiencing each day. And also it helps me be more mindful of the days that I'm spending. And I really love implementing this journaling into my quiet time in the mornings that I do, where I read my Bible, then I write my prayer, and then I also go in on my bullet journal, write in all the habits that I've been able to do the day before, and also journal about the last day before, the day before that I spent. Yeah. So this month, or this week, it's kind of the similar outline from the one before it, from the week before it, but I really like it. It's simple, it's cute, it's here on this Monday there will be 25 days left before we leave, so I just wanted to commemorate that with the little stamp set that I have and that I really enjoy. And then also here, this El Gigante flyer thing that you saw, this is the Easter musical that we have at church, so I wanted to commemorate that and also write in Easter. This last weekly page, I was really enjoying making these spreads because they look so similar, they look so cohesive, and I struggle with that a lot. They look so cohesive and they flow with each other, and I got to use up a lot of my stickers and my paper sticky things and my washi tape, and I was really excited for this because the theme of this month is really, I don't know, I like it. It's aesthetic, it's beautiful. I really loved it, and I just really enjoy it. I couldn't have this every month, but I feel like for April, it's not too springy, it's not too summery, but it's good. This page really tripped me up because there was 9, is it 9? I don't know, 9 or 10 days that I had to fit in here, and yeah, Tuesday, the second Tuesday on this page, it's looking a little bit rough for my journal entry there. This is just a little flip through of my April pages. I hope you've been able to get inspired by one of my outlines or one of my spreads. And I just want to encourage you that if you want to do your bullet journal, it does not have to be perfect. Not everything that I made is perfect, and I feel like the imperfect makes it so beautiful. And also knowing that you've put in so much work and effort and love into these spreads is what makes it worthwhile. I'm really looking forward to filling out my pages this month, and I wish you all a great day. Have a blessed week. God bless you.